Meet Afternoon Express's guests. Excella Pure Sunflower Oil, Thai long grain rice and mayonnaise. A taste of pure excellence for meals made excellent.
The right kind of music to set the tone for an African celebration. And we know that no African celebration is complete without a 7 colors meal with beef stew and rice. Now, Chef Dumi is standing by to show us how to make her special Excella beef stew packed with a taste of pure excellence. And I love it. And not just Chef Dumi is here for that. Umakoti, umangubanae, Mrs.
Well, listen, inkomo sezifikile.
The cows are there.
The cows are there, and I am ready for action. In fact, what we're about to cook up was on the menu during my lobola negotiation. It was a 7-color type of celebration.
Kosiam. It was an excellent occasion for you to see what you will be making for your in-laws when you
have to cook
married.
for each and every one of them.
So, my friend, you've got a recipe in your arsenal. You can go into afternoonexpress.co.za.
Yeah,
got all the recipes you need.
Yeah.
But this is definitely going to be one that you, not only your in-laws would love, but your husband-to-be will love as well. We're going to go in with our Excella sunflower oil into our pot because obviously we're making a creamy beef stew. And what better vessel to use than the Excella sunflower oil? Because as you know, guys, it is versatile. I mean, Balisa, you were talking about how the celebration was amazing, everything was great. But I feel like the one thing that definitely brings us together is that meal. Once everyone is eating. So knowing that you can cook with something that enhances the flavor of what you're making, you are definitely going to be showing to anyone that's going to be enjoying that food will be loving every single bit of it. So Konamanje, we've put our oil into the pot. We're going to go in with some onions to obviously
browning the onions.
Yeah, bro. We want to make sure that they're nice and soft and saute them. And I think, Palisa, I don't know if you've got any tips on that day when you were there.
It's actually so funny that you say that. So for me, the main thing was the food because the woman is stuck in a room the entire day. I was locked up in that bedroom. So, at the end of the day, for me, the only real thing that I could do is the prep, which is the cooking beforehand. And, yeah, all the hard work is up to the uncles.
Chopping of the onions, the chopping of the peppers, and knowing, Gucci, obviously, if you're going to be cooking with something like Excella oil, you know that it's going to make sure that your meal comes out perfect. And yes, whether they were using that big food or they were doing it in the oven, it's good to know that you can use a vessel that's great for that. Marapalisa, I'm sure you were worried, you were scared.
I 100% underestimated the whole thing. I underestimated it. I didn't know what a big occasion it is. I always thought that the occasions leading up to the big day, the actual white wedding, was bigger than Omalume.
Oh, wow.
You know when girls on social media say someone's uncles were found at our gate first thing in the morning? I was one of those girls because I really didn't think it was a big deal. But no, it was huge.
Now tell me, what was the standout for you at the end of it all when everybody came together? Now they're eating because the eating comes last.
The smiles on their faces, seeing that they're enjoying the food. Look, I knew everything was going to go well with the negotiations. I think the biggest, anxiety point that people don't know is if the uncles are going to get along. But my family and his family got along. So for me, the biggest stress was the food. Everyone enjoyed it. And Dumi, you're doing incredibly with your 7 colors.
Especially with Zulu culture because when it comes to meat. Zulu people, Xhosa people, when it comes to their meat, it is important to make sure that it is cooked perfectly, it is cooked tender and so forth. So what we've done here, I've added our red peppers, yellow peppers, and our green peppers. I've also added some of our barbecue spice in there. I've also added a bit of our flavors in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the beef in. So ideally, this stew that I'm making right here, normal times when we make stew at home, we would add perhaps the stock, I've added some stock powder in there and a little bit of water. So you want to make sure that you cook the stew down for at least, I'm going to say, give it an hour, 30 minutes, just so that meat is nice and tender.
Nice.
Towards the last 5 minutes, let's just say 5 to be safe, we're going to be adding some fresh cream into the stew. Let's just say this is cooked down, it's complete now. We then go in with our cream and we let this cook down for the remaining 5 minutes, just so that it gets that creamy flavor.
The creamy element.
The meat is already cooked. All we want is just to get the creaminess. And then obviously now our meal is practically done. All I'm going to add is just just a nice swig of our Excella mayonnaise into here.
And we know that
And that
that
just
creamy
gives-
element
Yeah.
to me is certainly the thing that makes this stew the stew that it is. I mean, it's
Correct.
absolutely stunning. It's nice and thick.
Is it succulent,
It's rich.
friends?
It's succulent.
Tasty. Tick, tick, and tick.
And the mayonnaise, I mean, obviously very, very important here because this particular one, the Excella one, was manufactured to stringent quality standards. And we know that it's made from superior quality Excella sunflower oil. You know you're winning on both ends. And of course, just like the oil, it is versatile with a thick, rich and creamy flavor.
Yeah, and you know, something about being in Durban and born and raised in Durban, there's mayonnaise added to everything. Similarly with rice. There's rice everywhere, there's mayonnaise everywhere. So this mayonnaise, you can be enjoyed hot or cold.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Ah, Ning. Wow, Palisa, a new recipe to try out for the next time when you meet your in-laws again, right?
Definitely, I feel like I am right back ekaya.
Once again, Dumi showing us that with Excella, meals are made excellent. But now we have some fantastic news. The Excella Young Chef competition is back. Yeah, we're looking for the 2023 champion. And if you want to enter, take a look at this.
We have exciting news for all you young chefs. The Excella Young Chef competition is back. If you're a qualified chef with at least 3 years of experience and are confident and would like to appear on TV, then enter to stand a chance of competing for that cash prize of 20,000 Rand and that coveted title of Excella Young Chef for 2023. Just follow the Excella Young Chef competition link on our Afternoon Express's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages or on our website. Upload a video of yourself sharing your name, a short intro about where and when you qualified, and describe your Excella signature dish using Excella rice, Excella sunflower oil or Excella mayonnaise, and tell us why your meal is made excellent with Excella. Entries close on the 23rd of June at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Excella, a taste of pure excellence.